A few months ago, when I was in my second year of junior high, something chilling happened. At the back of our classroom hung a simple suggestion box, a place where students could submit ideas to improve our class. Mrs. Solomon, our homeroom teacher, was behind the idea, always encouraging us to share our thoughts. But one morning, everything changed. Someone had crossed out the word suggestion and replaced it with death. Now, it wasn't the suggestion box anymore. It was the death box. At first, we didn't know what to make of it. Some students laughed it off, but others were disturbed. Whispers filled the room, and most of us pointed fingers at two troublemakers, Derek and Jamal. They were known for their pranks and often disrupted the class. However, when Mrs. Solomon confronted them, they both denied doing it. Later, I asked them quietly if they were the ones behind it, but they insisted they weren't involved. Days passed, and we all tried to move on. The death box became old news, until something horrifying happened. One evening after school, Derek was found hanging in the classroom. His lifeless body swayed from the ceiling, and the only clue left behind was a note in the death box: "Sorry for annoying everyone in the class." The shock was unbearable. We had just lost a classmate, and no one could understand why Derek would take his own life. But it didn't stop there. A few days later, Jamal was found the same way, hanging in the classroom. Another note in the death box: "Sorry for annoying everyone in the class." We were devastated. 2 classmates, gone. But none of it made sense. Why would they both commit suicide? What was really going on? The classroom felt haunted. Every time we walked in, a chill ran through us. No one could focus. The fear was palpable. And then, I transferred schools. It was supposed to be a fresh start, a new beginning. I thought I had left all that horror behind. But one day, while watching TV, I saw a breaking news story about my old school. The headline: "Teacher Suicide." The reporter revealed something that made my blood run cold. Mrs. Solomon, our gentle and kind teacher, had taken her own life. But before she did, she left a suicide note. And the note read, "I always wanted to know what it would feel like to kill. Sorry for all the fuss." I froze. Derek and Jamal hadn't committed suicide. Mrs. Solomon had murdered them, and then killed herself. I couldn't believe it. How could the teacher we all trusted do something so terrible? And then it hit me. I was just like Derek and Jamal. I had misbehaved too. If I hadn't transferred schools, would I have been next? As I sat there, trying to process it all, I heard the front door open. My mother walked in, holding an envelope. "There's a letter for you," she said. "Why do you look so pale?" I took the envelope from her. It was blank. No name, no address. Just an empty envelope. I opened it, my heart pounding. Inside was a note, written in big, red letters. It read, "Don't think you can escape. It's been 15 days since I received that letter, and I'm still too terrified to step outside."